Hi, and welcome to another night of homework. Tonight we'll be going over numbers 13, number 27, number 7, and number 22. All right, so we'll start with number 13. So please make sure that you underline and box for your problem-solving strategy. The question is simply asking who is correct. All right, so that's what we're trying to figure out. So it says Brenda said that the number 2 is prime because it only has 2 factors. Carla said the number 2 is composite because it was even, okay? So since I'm talking about prime and composite, I'm going to make a factor chart for the number 2. So I make my factor chart. 2 is an even number. So I have 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So I can do 1 times 2, and I can do 2 times 1. But those are the only 2 factors, and since these numbers are the same, it only has 2 factors. So Brenda is correct in the fact that it only has 2 factors, which would make it a prime number. All right, let's take a look at number 27. The question wants to know, what can he do so that his budget is balanced? All right, so Spencer needs to balance his April budget. Those are some math words, balance and budget. So the income is money coming in. All right, so we should have a picture of a hand and some money, the money coming in. An expense is money going out. So this is income and this is expense. So right now he has $80 going out and only $70 coming in. So we got to figure out, how do we have less money going out to balance off this $10? Well, these two only have a $5 adjustment, so that's not going to help. This one says to increase the savings. Well, it is good to save money, but the savings is on the expense side. So if I increase that, that's going to make this go to 90. Okay, so the best thing to do is to decrease entertainment. So you can't control your cell phone, your piano lessons. Okay, so what you can do is just stop entertaining yourself as much to balance your budget. Okay, for number 7, all right, the question wants to know, what is the difference in length of these 2 insects in millimeters? All right, so the length of the 2 insects, we got 1 in millimeters and 1 in centimeters. So since all the answers are in millimeters, I'm going to convert the centimeters to millimeters. So since these are metric units, I use King Henry died unexpectedly drinking chocolate milk. My unit is meters. Okay, and I want to go from centimeters, the C, to millimeters. So I move the decimal 1 time to the right. So I take this 30 and I move it 1 time to the right. I add a 0 for a placeholder. So that's 300 millimeters. Since it wants to know the difference, then I will subtract. All right, and then for number 22. How is this temperature in degrees Fahrenheit written as a numeral? So I have temperature, degrees Fahrenheit, and it's in expanded notation. So whenever I have to do expanded notation, I want to create a place value chart. Okay, so I have the tens place, the ones place. This is 1/10 behind the decimal. This is 1/100, 2 places behind the decimal. So this says I should have 9 tens. So I put a 9 in the tens place. I don't have any ones, so I put a 0 in the ones place. And I should have 4 tenths, so I put a 4 in a tenths place. All right. Please enjoy the rest of your evening.